obviously I'm from Malaysia. We only really get to see you post-match interviews or pre-match and see you on the touchline during a game. So I want to try to get to know you a little bit more. I want to know, how do you switch off, detach yourself from football? Because I know management is a 24-hour thing.
And that's why I don't switch off.
You can't switch off?
I can't. I find it very difficult to. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are moments. I've got 3 young boys at home, so I would have to go home. Not have to go home. I go home and...
Willingly.
Yeah, willingly go home and invest myself in them. But not far away, there's a nagging voice in the back of my head saying, I've got this to do and I've got this to do. I think every manager, would probably say the same. There's always things that you know are coming up that you've got to try and get right. I'm learning to play the piano. I walk my dog. They're probably my 2 escapes. Although the piano's pretty brutal, so I wouldn't say that's nice on anyone around it.
It was about a year ago that you said, because your son was learning piano, you're picking up piano. So what grade are you at now? I'm not at grade 1 yet. And I have to say, breaking news, that he's well ahead of me now. He's left me behind, which is quite sad when I practice more than him. But it's the old adage, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm finding it difficult to pick things up, and he's doing it straight away. But I thought you were a sportsman. I thought you'd be competitive, that you will want to do better than your own son.
Don't get me wrong. We play this game where my wife goes into the other room. We both play a song, and she's got to guess who it is. And she knows my son Harry when he's playing because it's much clearer. So there you go.
You look saddened by it. I'm so
That's
sorry.
why I'm competitive.
I know. I'm so sorry to bring this up. You look like it's troubling
okay.
you.
I'm going to go and do some practice tonight. So.
What do you play? Is it classical or is it contemporary?
No, it's the book that he's learning. So I've never heard the songs before, but they're pretty good.
What music do you personally listen to? I know you've talked about Aha.
Aha is still my big love. Yeah, I'm still an 80s man by heart. So. Aha are my big love, yeah, musically, and I still listen to them most days, yeah.
It's just Aha. There's no other 80s.
No, I love all the 80s music, but Aha is a constant in my life. It's never away. So it's what I turn to when I want to listen to something.
Do you get to go to concerts or gigs or anything?
Well, they toured last summer, and I missed them. And they were doing football stadiums, which you'd think I'd be able to go to, but it just didn't go with my summer, so I missed them. I was really disappointed, but they're touring again in November, I think. So hopefully I'll get to see them.
It's a busy period though, November. I mean,
I'm trying to clear some time, but again, there's no guarantee. So
if we don't see you at a Premier League game, if you're sick, you could be at an Aha.
You know where I'll be. So yeah, that'd be a good story actually.
It would be. I'm not sure how everyone here would react to it, but it would be a very interesting story to say the least. What about anything else? Do you ever watch any TV? Do you sit down and try to put anything but football on?
Do I watch telly? No, not really. I'm not a big box set or whatever people watch. No, the last TV I think I watched was the snooker.
The snooker?
Yeah,
sports
I'm killing myself.
I know.
But I like watching snooker, yeah.
But you got
when I get a minute.
You got 3 boys. I know one of them is extremely young, but they must like stuff which you have been dragged to, like the Marvel movies, those Avengers and things like that.
To be honest, they're absolutely football obsessed. So I actually did say to one of my sons the other day, I said, look, do you want me to put a cartoon on? I don't really see them watching cartoons. And I remember I watched cartoons as a lad, and I said, no, there's football on. Because there's football on literally all the time now, isn't there? You can put Sky Sports on and there's an old game and they'd prefer to watch that. So,
can you watch a game without being tactical, without being a footballer, a former footballer and now current manager yourself? Can you just switch off and enjoy? I
used to be able to, before I started coaching and managing, I loved watching games purely for enjoyment of the matches and the emotion of the matches. I never looked at things tactically, really. Now, I find I'm very much the other way. I can't watch a game without looking at things and thinking, oh, look at that, or
use that,
look at that, or look at that. Yeah, so now I can't really enjoy it just for what it is, which is in some ways a shame, really, but that's just how I'm, my brain is formed now.
Yeah, you're probably even scouting when you're watching. You could be watching Colombian 3rd Division football and you might be scouting. Yeah,
I'd say when I'm watching Ajax, Tottenham or Liverpool, Barca, I don't really think I'm scouting in those games, but very interested to see what the teams are doing tactically, yeah.
Well, in terms of the you could be enjoying the Championship, obviously.
Yeah, Championship games, yeah, I think that's different. You would be watching it sometimes with a view to who's playing it.
Have you always been invested this much into sport? Because I read that you were quite a keen cricketer.
Yeah, sport's always been my life, and I think it's predominantly been sports involving balls, so snooker, cricket, football, golf, tennis. I've loved that competition. So yeah, cricket for me was a big part of my life when I was younger. Not so much since I started playing football professionally, but I certainly miss picking up a bat and hitting a few balls. Yeah.
So you're a batsman rather than a bowler.
I was an all-rounder, but I couldn't really bowl. I batted, but yeah, loved trying to bat for long periods of time. Yeah.
Have you ever tried to get any of your boys here to try out a game of cricket, maybe watch some cricket? Because particularly if they're not English, they might not buy into cricket.
With the players, I think it's difficult. I think there's not many cricketers, I don't think, within the squad we have. One year we went to, I think it was last year actually, went to La Manga, and there was a cricket net next to the training pitch. So we decided one evening, the staff came back and we had a little net, which was really nice. First time I picked up a bat in a long time.
Could you still hit it? Could you hit a six?
I think I hit a big one and I got caught on the boundary. So I was saying net. I think I went through the net over the top, and one of the staff members caught me. So that was over pretty quickly. But nice feeling. Yeah.
See, it's nice to see that you can also detach yourself from football. You can still enjoy yourself playing a little bit of cricket. Is there anything else? Walking dogs and
yeah, walking my dog.
Piano. It can't just be that.
No, you try being a football manager. I think you're consumed with long days, and a continual flow of different challenges. So people say, "Oh, you're going to have a nice summer break," and the recruitment becomes so important. And then when, of course, that comes around, you're into the pre-season training. So it is pretty much all year round. But yeah, I would go away and have a nice holiday and enjoy that with my kids and my wife. I think that's a really important aspect of the close season for me, is getting that time to regenerate and be positive about the new season again. I'm
sure you can invest a week somewhere.
Yeah, no, for sure I will, yeah. And I try and commit to that week mentally, I think is the biggest thing.
Yeah. Would you ever go to Malaysia? Have you ever? Or Southeast Asia in general?
No, I haven't. No, it's a part of the world that I've never been, and somewhere that I would love to go one day. I'm aware that we tend to go the other way. We tend to go to America for our holidays, but I would love the experience of going out there, yeah.
Yeah, I just hope you're okay with spicy food.
I wouldn't say it's naturally my calling, but I'd give it a go.
You might go very red, though. I'm just warning you. You might.
I appreciate the tip.
The definition of spicy here is nothing compared
really?
to what it is.
Okay.
The 3 chili rating, whatever it is here, it's tame in Asia.
I got to say, spicy food for me is something that I've not really ever
drawn to
or experienced. So that is useful information for me.
All right. If you had to cook something, what would it be? If it's not spicy food, then?
If I had to cook something, given a free hand, I'm probably going to go really basic. I'm not much of a cook. I'd probably go a pasta dish of some sort. Back to my playing days.
Yeah.
It was literally, when I was playing, it was eat pasta if you're hungry and
ready-made sauce.
I'll try. No, these days I try and make my own sauce. I try and be creative and do something, but it wouldn't be anything too flamboyant.
I struggle with toast, so.
Oh, do you?
You're better than me.